So find a way to elevate your hips. I'm going to use my blanket. Oh, and take those legs both out in front of you today. Close your eyes and just start to pay attention to the alignment of your body. If you're not right on your seat, then adjust. You don't have to stay that way. You want to feel grounded, but slightly elevated through your hips. Rotate your shoulders up towards your ears and down your back a couple times. See if you can put your fingers on the mat next to you and like you were going to press yourself up, get a little bit longer and taller. Notice how that makes you draw in through your abs and then just keep that nice strong spine. You can bring your hands to rest on your feet and think about making a lot of space between your shoulders and your ears, which means I have to really consciously pull the shoulders down and make the back of my neck feel really long. Let your toes flex up towards the ceiling, heels grounded into the floor. And if you're holding all this tension through your legs, is that serving you to help you sit up well, or could you soften your knees a little bit and let the muscles that are in your abdomen do some of the work of holding you up nice and straight? With your eyes closed, give yourself space to take a few deep breaths. Not judging your breath, not judging how you feel, not judging how you are today, just being here, letting just being be enough. Nice soft inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Let your eyes stay closed so that you can just feel your own body moving. As you draw your right knee in towards your chest, bringing your hands to the front of that leg and squeezing your leg in. Maybe your right foot floats up off the floor. That's okay. That's good. Notice if you start to collapse through your mid-back, finding some rounding there, and we don't want that. You sat well with a nice straight spine before, and you might be able to lengthen your left leg, pushing through your left heel, making the left toes really nice and strong towards the ceiling. Again, as much space between your shoulders and your earlobes as you can create. Good, really strong here. Deep breath in. Use the exhale to pull your leg in, like you're pushing some of the air out by squeezing that leg in. Good, another deep breath in. You can still keep your eyes closed, just listen. Like you were crossing your legs, but you're only crossing the right. Drop your right knee so you have that leg bent. Foot can be on the floor. You can rest that underneath your left thigh or just to the inside of your left thigh. So this leg is bent. Good, settle again. With the right knee still bent, we'll do the left knee now. So shoulders are down and back. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, draw your left knee in towards your chest. And you already know those cues to listen for and look for in your own body. Straight spine, like you were stacking blocks. That's what your back is looking like. So no curving, they would fall. Nice stacked, straight spine. Elbows down. Back of your neck long. Gratitude for this body. This is your body. It is not perfect. Don't try to make it perfect. For whatever reason, this body is exactly the body that you were given. And you're doing a great thing by taking care of it today. You can still have your eyes closed, just feel yourself moving through space intuitively. We'll bring the left knee down, but bringing the left foot on top of your right calf, if you can do that. So sitting in a cross-leg position, left leg on top. If that's too tight, then you can take your foot to the floor in front of your right shin, so it's a little bit more relaxed. Now you have some balance with the hips and the knees. Put your hands on your knees, take a big breath in, open your mouth, let it go. Anything that is weighing you down right now, the worry of what's going to happen with back to school, I know is something that is heavy for me. How am I going to manage this? You may be feeling those weights about your life and your schedule. Take a breath in, open your mouth, let it go. Be here right now. We'll move with grace today, looking for that space where you just are here and letting being here simply be enough. Bring your hands to heart center. With your eyes still closed, I invite you to bring to your mind whatever is weighing on you today. And like you were letting go a delicate bird into the sky, gently open your hands and release that worry. It doesn't mean that you don't care. It just means that you're going to live in this moment for right now. Holding your hands gently open, letting that go. And then gently bringing your hands back to your knees. Notice if you can feel a little bit softer, a little bit lighter. Let's take 5 breaths together. Inhale. Through the nose, exhale. Letting everything settle. Inhale. Exhale. Find that space at the bottom of the breath. No reason to be eager. And then begin your inhale. And coax out the exhale so it's nice and easy. Like you were being very gentle, trying to lure that exhale out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. And breathe out. If you feel like you have some space, some grounding right now, allow that to stay with us as we move. So even when your body starts to move, if it's not moving perfectly, just be in this space. Take it from a different perspective today. Let's open our eyes. Give me a smile, smile. I'll smile for you. And let's meet in child's pose. Morning, Chris.
Morning.
All right, toes to touch, friends. Take your knees out wide. And just let's go slow. Gently make your way down to the mat, like walking your hands forward. Then your chest follows. Elbows drop. Then your forehead. Let your hips ground towards your heels. They may not reach your heels, but that's your intention. And if you're straining through your shoulder blades, no need to do that. Just back up those hands a little bit. If you want to shift your hips a little bit side to side, get you a little bit more settled. And maybe rock your forehead on the mat a little bit side to side, putting some pressure across your temples and the front of your head. Eyes are closed. Feel all 10 fingertips pressing into the mat. Good work. Walk your hands off the edge of the mat to the right and just creep those fingers over. Tent your fingers this time. Often we push our hands down. Tent your fingers. See if you can reach those hands really long. It lets your hips lift up just a little bit, but that's okay. Reaching through your fingertips off the right edge of your mat. Feel the lengthening you get through your left side waist, left hip. And I remind you that part of our balance in yoga is finding both strength as well as flexibility. Not just one, not just the other, and not independent of each other either. So as you move back to center, walking your hands back to center, think about that. Think about this as you walk your hands now over to the left. It requires, if you're just a noodle, you'd collapse flat on the floor here. But if you're completely rigid, then you can't bend at all. So we're looking for both the strength. You're hugging your muscles into your bone in the right arm, but also allowing some softness to happen in your left elbow, your right hip, so that you can get that stretch through your right tricep and around the wrapping through your right ribs. Good, breathe in, and let's travel on the exhale, come back to center. Push yourself up through your hands and knees. Stack your hands so your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Do a couple cat-cows here. Drop your belly, lift your chin, look up. Exhale, round, arching your back, pulling your chin towards your chest. That's your chance to really push the mat away, puff up through your shoulder blades. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Do that again. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Allow yourself to exaggerate your breath here. It is the way that you train your brain to connect the movement with the breath. And so in this simple type of flow, drop your belly, inhale, look up. Arms stay straight. Exhale, round. In this simple type of flow, when you exaggerate your breath and you slowly articulate your spine, it starts to make that connection so you get that cue. Good work. We're going to do shoelace before downward dog. So listen to me. Take your right knee in a little bit more center. Take your left knee, lift it up, and you're crossing it behind the right. All right, so left knee goes behind it. Yep. Now, I'm going to start to walk my hips back and sit down. And that just put me in this twisty position. Feet are out to the edges. Good. You got it. Fabulous. Who knew, huh? All right, if this is too much, you can always grab something to elevate and you won't have to go down quite so far, and that may help. But you guys look good. If you can reach your feet, find some grounding through your feet here. How straight can you make your back to your hips? Sit up really tall, lift through the crown of your head. Good work. Take your arms up, big breath in, reach up. Exhale, belly in, bring your hands to heart center. I want you to really feel like you're so straight through your back this whole time. So I'm challenging your legs to be twisty, but asking you to stabilize through your upper body. 3 times. Inhale, reach up, let your gaze follow. Exhale, hands through heart center. Gaze is important, so be steady in your gaze, be steady in your mind. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Even though you're sitting still, you can have a lot of power in your breath. Inhale, reach up. You can be steady in your gaze. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good work. Gently bring yourself back to your hands and knees. Uncross those legs. If you use the block before, you're probably going to want it again, so you can kind of keep it handy. Oh. If it feels good to wag your tail, circle your hips around here. Eduardo's class on Saturday made us all tired. Susan, I think you missed that. It was challenging. Take your left knee in center this time, guys. So left knee pulls in a little bit, right knee lifts, and we're taking our right knee behind the left. Feet kind of scooch out to the edges, and then you walk yourself back. Put that block underneath your booty if you need to be elevated, or for deeper stretch, you come all the way to the floor. Damon family, I wish I could take a picture of you guys. You look like so perfect right now. How can I get a screenshot of that? Okay. All right, hands on your feet, sit up really tall. Breathe here. You'll notice that there's a difference in your tightness probably between one hip and the other. Just allow yourself that space to notice that. All right, again, 3 times, inhaling, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Really stabilizing through your back, shoulders, like I've wrapped you around the middle like a mummy. Inhale, reach up. That's all staying very stable. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let there be pressure as you push your hands together. Make contact here. Open your eyes. Breathe like you mean it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good work. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. That's part of our process, right? Is just being fully in every moment, not holding back. We can shift forward, guys. Rock yourself out of that. Uncross your knees. Keep your block handy if you want to have it up near the top of your mat, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. From your tabletop, tuck your toes, float your hips up, straighten out your arms. Make yourself this upside down V. As a reminder, the shorter your stance, the more likely you are to be able to balance the weight between your hands and your feet, which is what we want to do. And straight arms protects your shoulders. So push the mat away with straight elbows. However, knees can be soft if that feels right for you. So a little bend in the knees is good. Good. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's start with a modified flow. So drop your left knee, step your right foot forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale and twist. Take your right arm forward, left arm back. And then reverse, taking your left hand to your ankle or waist and reaching your right hand up. Good. Windmill those hands down to your right foot. Take your right knee back, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, breathe out. Take 2 breaths here in your down dog. Find grounding. Pressing through all 10 fingers, softening your knees, feeling the length through the backs of your legs. This is a perfect opportunity for you to recognize how you can be both flexible and strong, looking for that perfect balance between the two. And honestly, friends, isn't that something we have to constantly strive for off the mat as well? There's a saying that to have an open heart, you need a strong spine. All right, dropping your right knee, take your left foot forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then find your twist the opposite direction. So left hand goes forward, right hand goes back. You can allow yourself a little bit of more lunge here if that feels right for you. And then reversing our warrior, take what hand is this? Right hand to your waist, left hand up or to your calf or heel. Good. Oh, beautiful, Susan. Reach up. Belly in. Good. Come on back. Windmill your hands down. Sweep your left foot back from your hands and knees. Exhale, push it back. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Bend one knee and the other. Shake your head side to side. I'm giving you permission to exaggerate your movement today. We'll go slow enough that you can do that, so just feel it. All right, that was the on the knees version. If you like that, you can do that again. If you want to move on and do more, then I'm going to take you through with your leg up this time. Either way is fine. You do what feels right for you. If you're confused and kind of want to just do something in the middle, just follow along where it's all good. All right, weight is on your left foot. Lift your right leg up towards the sky in your downward facing dog. We'll work on that transition like Eduardo tried to talk to us about this weekend. Squeezing your right knee in towards your nose. Inspiring your right foot to come to your right hand. Right? Good. And inhale, reach all the way up. We're in our low lunge. Remember, this is an option with your back knee down. Awesome, guys. All right, right foot forward, left hand back. Find that twist. Strong in both legs. Reverse your warrior. Take your left hand to your thigh or to your waist, right hand reaches up. We're not being aggressive here, we're just being open. Reaching, good, belly stays tight. Take those hands, windmill them down to your right foot, and you can drop your left knee or just sweep that right foot up and back. Now you're in your one leg down dog, good. And put your foot down. Take a break on your knees if you need it, or stay in your down dog and take 2 breaths. Good. Excellent. Take your left leg up towards the sky, or you can do this on your knees. Belly in. Set your chin forward. Having your gaze forward will help you. Squeeze your left knee in as you push off through your right toes. This gets us into that place where my foot is going to be able to step it through. So go, step your left foot forward. You may need to give it a little help. That's okay. Go slow. Use all of this integration of legs and upper body. Rise all the way up. Good. Arms are up. This back knee can be down as an option. Very good. Breathe. And we'll find that twist. Left hand forward, right hand back. Your gaze can look back. Now you're ready to find your reverse. Take your right hand to your hip or your thigh. Reach your left arm up, reaching back. Amazing. Good job. Nick, take your left foot forward about a foot. There you go. Just a little bit more. There you go. So you can always see your toes. That's what's important. Good work, guys. Ready? Windmill your hands down. And you can drop to your right knee or sweep your left foot up and back. In your down dog, good work. Take a big stretch there and then set your right foot down. Excellent job. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's all lift up onto the tippy toes. Shift forward to your high plank or your modified high plank. Remember, modified isn't the same as hands and knees. It's knees back, so that you're putting more weight through your shoulders, getting some opening there. Good. From our high plank or modified, guys, let's lower all the way down to the mat on a nice slow count to 5. Ready? 5, 4, hug those elbows in. 3, even if you're on your knees, you can hug them in. 2, exhale, let it go all the way down. Good work, guys. Breathe. Take your hands out towards the edges of the mat. Tent your fingers. Press through your fingers. Lift your chest. Be mindful of your back. So if you start feeling like crunching, don't go that far. Just back. Take your chin a little down, a little bit more. But I can press through my hands, engaging through my shoulders here. So I got cupcakes under my hands. There you go. Tenting those fingers. Good, Alana. Big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good work. Take your arms forward, palms facing each other. Bring your toes closer together. And we'll start by only lifting your elbows and shoulders. So keeping your feet relaxed. Press your hip bones and your belly down. Lift your chin and your head. See if you can lift your arms. That might feel really challenging. That's okay. It's recruiting a lot of muscles to work together here. So do what you can, reaching and then lower down. Bend your knees, let them toss side to side, like windshield wipers, getting a little tension out of your back and your hips. We'll do that one more time, and this time you have the choice of lifting your toes at the same time too. So that would be a full locust pose, which is like a grasshopper. Don't ask me why it's called that. Ready? Here we go. We're gonna lift the toes, lift your arms. Gazes down and forward. Good job. Put your toes together wherever you are. That's it. Beautiful. Breathing and exhale. Lower all the way down. Make a little cushion for your head. Rest your cheek to your hands or to the mat. And bend your knees. Toss them a little bit side to side. Let's take a Sphinx pose. Put your elbows on the mat right underneath your shoulders. Press all 10 fingers flat. Palms down, lift your chest. Nice good stretch through your back here. Good, lower all the way down. Let's work on a transition for upward dog. So bring your hands so that instead of being forward, I'm bringing my hands more like they're to my armpits, hugging my elbows in. So see, I've not got wings out here, but I'm creating that alignment. Good, Nick, hugging the elbows in. All right. Toes are on the mat and we're pressing through our hands and just lifting yourself up. You can keep your knees down, but you get a bigger lift here. Susan, bring your hands a little closer up under your shoulders. So yeah, there you go. Feel the difference that makes in your stability there. Good, Chris. All right, big lift here now. Tuck the toes and push off through your feet so you lift your knees and push back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Good work. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a walk to the front of your mat. Take a minute, hang in ragdoll. Soften your knees, grab your elbows, sway a little bit side to side. Isn't it amazing how just doing the postures in yoga, which have been around for 2,000 years, it's like the only exercise I've ever done that literally fires up all the little parts of your body. Roll all the way up from your feet. You know, if you're running or walking, you're using your legs. If you're lifting weights, you're using your arms. And in yoga, it's like you have to use everything at the same time. Good work, guys. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, take a big forward fold. Breathe in, flat back. Good. Are you guys ready to put that together into a flow?
Yep.
Yay. You're so excited on Monday. Yay. All right. Soften your knees. Put your hands on the floor. Step back to your plank or modified plank. So I can have my knees down. Good. Ready? Lower all the way down. Relax your feet. Keep your hands right there. You can lift your chest a little bit and then go back to your hands and knees. Or follow me. I'm going to lift my chest a lot. Find that upward dog. Good. And then push back over the toes, downward facing dog. Whichever way you got there from your hands and knees is fine. Meet me in downward facing dog. All right, we're going to do the same step through lunge that we did before. So you have the option of doing it on your knee. Ready? Right foot lifts. Right foot squeezes through to your right hand. If you're on your left knee, make sure you can still see the toes on your right foot. Everybody, arms are up. Gaze is steady, breathe. Find that twist. Right hand forward, left arm back. Take it further, right hand up, left hand to your waist or thigh, reverse your warrior. Good, breathe. Windmill your hands down to your front foot. Good, and sweep your right foot back. You're either on your hands and knees or you're in your downward facing dog. Everybody go to your downward facing dog, even if you're on your hands and knees. Strong straight arms, breathe in. All right, you can drop your right knee, step your left foot forward, or sweep your left foot up and pull it through. We're in a low lunge. Everybody arms up, set your gaze, take a breath. Make space between your shoulders and your ears. Find your twist, left hand forward. It's just a gentle twist from the upper half of my body. Right hand back. If your gaze can follow and that doesn't hurt your neck, good. Belly in. Weight is equal between front and back foot. Beautiful. Reverse that warrior. Take your right hand down, left arm comes up, maybe reaches back. Very good. All right, strong through this whole midsection. Windmill your hands down. Go back to both hands and knees, or sweep that left foot up and back. Very nice. Good work, guys. Put your left foot down, take a big breath in and a big breath out. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. If you're on your hands and knees, make your way up to the top of the mat. Let's all meet in a ragdoll with your feet about 2 fists apart. Nice and soft here. Grab opposite elbow, soften your chest toward your thighs, sway a little bit side to side. Very good. Pushing through your feet, slowly rise all the way up. Big breath in, stand here in your Tadasana with your hands out to the sides. Belly tight, pulling your hips right underneath, so there's that posture alignment, like if we put a line right next to you, you're one straight line. Close your eyes. Sometimes there are moments when you do not feel powerful, you forget that you are powerful. And it can be because other people make us feel less powerful. And it can be because the external world is always pushing back. But right now, I remind you, feel this grounding through your feet. Even if you feel tired, you are strong enough. And you just keep trying. Eyes are closed. Come into your intention right now. What are you up to for the rest of today, the rest of this week? A new start right now. Maybe your intention is to just be present. Good. Open your eyes. Let's be as graceful and strong as we can and find tree pose. Standing on your left foot, start to bring your right heel up. You got this option right here. The right knee really is out, or you could take this foot up higher. Very good. It's Monday, so we won't do anything crazy. You can have your toe down like a little kickstand, but wherever you are, take your right hand and find some alignment here. Left hand on your waist, right hand pushes this right knee back. And kind of imagine if I took a stick and I was like, this is your straight line. So that's tendency to want to have the knee forward. Take it back and open. All right, you can stay right here. Bringing your hands together at heart center helps the most with balance. Squeeze your booty. Or take your hands out and up. Good. Seeking the balance of strength and flexibility. Very good, everyone. Beautiful Monday. Bring your hands back together at heart center. Stay in charge as best you can. Gently put your right foot down. Roll out your feet, roll out your wrists. Roll out your body if that feels good. Take a little twist. Let's do the other side. Stand well on your right foot. That's where it starts, right? Is just standing well. So feeling that if you have a tendency to roll out onto your arches or in and collapse your knees, you're plugging all four corners of your right foot down really strong. Now you're ready. Find this place for tree with the left. So even though your left foot is lifted, your left leg is helping with the counterbalance. Can be a kickstand or you can take it all the way up. Everybody is going to use their left hand though. Push that left knee back. Good. Notice how you can start to give yourself some lessons like, okay, standing on all four corners of the right foot, lifting the right hip up, taking your shoulders down, hold your gaze. Like all these things help you be in this moment. Hands are either here at heart center, gaze is steady. So look at something that's not moving. That's going to help you. Option to take your arms up above your head. Very nice, Michaela. Belly in, lifting through your fingers if those arms are reaching. Good, Nick. Breathe here. All right, you got this. Hands together. Control, nice and steady. Bring it all the way down. Don't let your foot just kind of collapse if possible. Get back up there, Susan. You got it. Set it down nice and slow. Good work. Let's take a wide side facing forward fold. Feet out nice and wide. Feels good for your back. So side facing on your mat. Toes out, heels in. Take a minute, shrug your shoulders back, lift through your chest and your neck, and then fold at hinging at the waist. Flat back the whole way down. Find an anchor with your hands. Maybe your hands reach the floor. Maybe they grab the backs of your knees. Maybe they find the block, and then the block is just like the floor. But find a place where you have some grounding here. This is a great opportunity to close your eyes. Anytime we get our head upside down, it's considered an inversion. And you get that rush of blood to your brain. You get a change in your blood pressure. And technically you're upside down, you get a change in perspective. So let that happen. Let it all happen. You don't have to do anything except just be here. Think about what your hands are doing. Let your hands find some grounding. Breathe. Press through your heels, pushing your tailbone back. After you've been here about this long, it might be possible for you to go a little closer to the floor wherever you are. Some of you might just be able to bring your elbows down to the floor. Some of you might be able to bring your hands now to the floor. Some of you might be able to bring your head down to the floor. And if not, think about that. It's possible. I promise. Eventually. All right, breathe here. Good work, guys. Let's use our balance to come back up. So bring yourself back to a flat back, hands on your waist. Use the core, rise all the way up. Good work. Bring your feet back together. Good job, everybody. I'm proud of you. Find your blanket or your cushion. You get to lay down. All right. Look at this. I'm going to roll up my blanket. If you've got a pillow, then just put it kind of long ways, because I'm going to make it like a support to go right along the center of my back. All right. And if you've got a pillow, then maybe if it's a rectangle pillow, turn it so that it's long ways so that it could support you. Yeah, like that, Michaela. That's good. Turn it long ways. That's good. And if it's too intense, you'll know, and then you can just put that pillow flat. Alana, see how that feels. Lay back here. So it's like the rolled up thing is supporting my spine. That's what I've got. And then I'm trying to get to a point where my head goes to the floor. So what are we looking for here? All right, you're looking for like a big opening because I'm pushing the center of my body up. So it creates space through your waist, ribs, hips, and shoulders by pushing the center of my body more up. And I've got my head on the floor. If that feels awkward because you have different heights of what that is, you can support the back of your neck on your blanket or towel, but you don't want to be feeling like your head is just suspended, hanging there. That's not good for your neck. So find that. Everybody good?
Yeah.
All right, see if you can take your legs out long. And you'll know if it's not right for you, if it's hurting. All right. And if you feel okay, play with taking your arms up above your head, palms up. Not tight, but more open, like a Y shape. And feet can be relaxed also out towards the edges of your mat there. Good. Breathe here. Close your eyes. Concentrate on your breath. Inhale through your nose. You might be a little bit uncomfortable. Learning to breathe when you're a little bit uncomfortable is part of the gift of showing up on your mat again and again. It gives us a different kind of tolerance, a different perspective on our ability to stay in place even when things are a little bit rocky or challenging or don't feel quite right. So use that time to find a space where you're just slightly uncomfortable. You wouldn't go to sleep like this. Press the small of your back down. Breathe. Good work. Gently bring your hands down. Roll over onto your right side. All the way over, so you bring your knees together and you're resting your head on your right arm. And then just take your left arm up and back and let yourself roll back a little bit onto your left shoulder, keeping your knees towards the right. Good. Nice twist here. Breathe. Things are so confusing right now, aren't they? I mean, I was trying to explain to Ava that she's going back to school, but not going back to school, but we're going back to school on an iPad. I mean, it's just so bizarre. I know I'm confused by the schedule. I'm confused on what's going to happen week to week. So just finding this anchor of being able to be in this space in your body. Stick with it, guys. Just keep showing up. We'll let it all work out. Come back all the way over and now roll over the other way. So now I'm supporting my head on my left arm. Knees are together to the left, like a side lying kind of position. And then letting your right arm come up and then open, dropping my right shoulder back. Oh, good. And you've got that pillow or blanket underneath there, so it makes you have like a little bit of an anchor through your body. Maybe you can take your right hand to the floor. Nice. Just looking for that opening there. To have an open heart, you have to have a strong spine. Bring yourself back up, all the way back over to the left. Good. And push yourself all the way up to a seat. Let's sit again like we did at the beginning. But now our bodies are different. Whether you think they are or not, they are, because you did something. So sit on your place like you did before. Take your legs out in front of you. Bring your hands to your knees. Close your eyes. Sit well. Hopefully you have more awareness now from your head all the way through your hips, your legs to your feet. So sit well, bringing your toes up, engaged through your feet. being proud through your chest. So it's like you're taking your collarbone wide, puffing up your chest a little bit. Good. Face is soft. Isn't that something, how you can be strong and still have softness? Let your eyes be closed. Pay attention to how your body feels. Gently bring your right knee in towards your chest, bending your leg. Take your hands, clasp the front of your right shin, and pull that leg in towards your chest. Maybe your foot lifts up off the floor. Really nice posture, Alana. Make sure your shoulders stay down and back. Really nice long neck. Good. Hugging in. Use your exhale and see if you can create space in your abdomen by pushing the air out. Get a good squeeze. Don't be afraid to use your muscles here. Squeeze in. Good. Gently, you can keep your eyes closed. Set your right knee down. Right foot can come to the inside of your left thigh or resting underneath your left leg. And let's do the other side. Sit up well. You're finding grounding through those sitting bones. Length, like your spine is stacked up blocks and they're all in a line. Breathe in, move on the exhale, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Are you more present now than you were an hour ago when we began? Are you able to close your eyes, hear the sound of your inhale and your exhale? In that stillness, there is a lot of grace. A lot of your power is in that stillness. A lot of your clarity is right here. Transition so that you have crossed legs, bringing your left foot maybe to that crease of your right calf, maybe to the floor. Letting your knees be open now. Good. Hands on your knees. Draw your belly in, lift tall through the crown of your head. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Release your hands. Take your arms out by your sides. And inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. And then bend your elbows, bring those hands behind your head. We did this in Izzy's workshop, so we'll do it seated. Remember, if you do this to really practice, you would be laying on your belly. We're engaging through the shoulder blades. So inhale, reach your arms up. Palms are facing forward. Exhale, take your hands out to the sides. Flip your hands. So now your tops of your hand, palms face back. Now bend your elbows, keep them level, squeeze and bring your hands so that they touch fingers at the small of your back. A little bit hard, huh? Sitting up really well, and then we'll reverse. So palms are still facing back. Take them out. Flip hands forward. Keep your shoulders steady. Bend your elbows. Bring it to the back of your head. Good. Let's do that 3 times, nice and slow. We're trying to work the traps, which is that muscle that kind of lays on top of your shoulder blade. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Arms come out wide. Flip the hands. Shoulders start to do the work. Bend your elbows, squeeze behind. They meet right behind your back. Sitting up, you guys look great. Sitting up really nice and tall. And then release out to the side. Flip your hands. Exhale, bring them behind your head. It's amazing how that can be quite challenging, huh? All right, last one. Here we go. If it feels awkward, just stick with it. Here we go. Reaching up and out to the side. My whole body is trying to stay as still as possible, just letting my arms and shoulders do the work. Flip the palms. Bend, squeeze behind your back. Good, we're like a little puppet there. Strong belly, strong spine. Work those shoulders. Exhale, reach out. No collapsing. Flip the hands. Good. Take it strong. Bend at the elbows. Shoulders are strong. Bring it back behind your head. Good work. Let it go. Oh, that's tiring, huh? All right, couple cat-cows here, seated. Hands on your knees. Oh, good stretch through your shoulders, chin to chest. Round out that back and then switch. Make your back bend the other way. Push your chest forward. Lift your gaze. Good. Bye, Marco. Go back and forth. Connect your breath. Close your eyes. Connect your breath. It's an exhale as you round, as you bring your chin to your chest. It's an inhale as you open. A couple more like that. Last one. Exhale, round, hugging it in, making that space between your ribs and your belly button shorter. And then inhale, long spine. Inhale, lengthen. Good work. Good work, guys. While we're seated here, let's open our hips and then we'll lay on our back. So take your right hand to your left knee and do a twist. Anchor through your left hand behind you. You can get a little leverage there. Looking back, softening your left elbow, keeping my right hip really pushing down. Good. If you're naturally very flexible, I want you to be really strong, pulling the belly button in so you're using your core. Nice and controlled. Release. And go the other way. Left hand to your right knee. Right fingers come behind you. Walk them back there and behind you so you get a little anchor for that twist. Pulling your right shoulder down and back. Soften your left elbow. Turn your gaze gently. So we're not really trying to get a twist in the neck. We're looking for a twist through the hips and the waist. If you forgot to breathe, take a breath. Good. Exhale, release. Good work. Come back up to center. Anything else that you need to do, do it on your way down to your back. So anything else that feels good, a forward fold, a happy baby on the way, whatever feels nice. Up to you, and then we'll all meet laying down on our back, or you could take your legs up the wall or support your hips on a block. Use this time to take a moment, letting the lymphatics flow and changing circulation, getting some venous return through your lower extremities, through your feet. So whatever is nice for you, but in a way where you can feel restful. Good. Maybe point and flex the toes a couple times if you have your feet up here. And then if you'd like to give your legs some support, you can, while you rest, you can hold your legs behind your knees, just letting your feet be up, but you've got a little support there. Close your eyes. If this is the time when your head starts to wander, like your mind starts to go to the things that you need to do when you're done, I invite you to just stay present in this moment. Pick a mantra. A mantra is usually 2 words, so that you can say 1 word while you breathe in and 1 word while you breathe out. You could also say 1 word again and again, just on the inhale. So examples would be inhale I, exhale am. Another example would be inhale and just say to yourself peace again and again. Another is letting go. Give yourself a nice deep breath in. If your legs are up, gently bend your knees, bring those legs down. Exhale out. Take a nice deep stretch, reaching your arms up above your head, making yourself long, reaching through your toes. Whatever this week has in store for you, I know you're ready. I hope you know you're ready. When you're ready, here, bring your knees into your chest, rock a little bit, side to side, and then we'll all meet seated, making our way to the top of the mat. Bring your hands together at heart center. Close your eyes. I invite you this week to have an open heart and to recognize that in order to do that, you must have a strong spine. So believe in yourself. Stand proud and tall. Take care of yourself so that you can have an open heart for others. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.